Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker Enhanced Edition with me, Bring It On.
In due time.
Had it paused so my buffs weren't ticking down. Let's go north because I think east will take me to...
This will hurt!
where I need to go. This also might be the direction. So my volume is way too loud. Let's turn that down. So if I cared any, if I was struggling through here, I'd have Ekondio swap to his other bow, since undead are immune to
I'm there.
cold damage or frost damage.
The end draws near.
Let's see. It's good. Heal him up. Right on. Alright. Nope, I think this is the way.
I grant you death. Repent.
Interesting. Let's make this quick.
Bloody Bones Beast. Let's see. I don't have any more. I do not. I'll try to disintegrate on him.
Cannot hide from me.
I don't know if I can die does damage to him or not.
Taste my fury.
He does. Ekondio shreds that guy. Ekondio should probably be taking care of the Cleric of Goron back here. There we go.
Masterpiece.
Nothing to it. But to do it. Oh, no.
I do what I must.
Pretty sure that's locked.
Applause, please.
Merits a quick save. Which, thanks to Unity Engine, are taking longer and longer as we go.
Look ahead.
Cloak of the Bear. Oh, come here. This cloak grants wearer +4 resistance bonus on all saving throws and +4 competence bonus to combat maneuver defense. Boop. So combat maneuver defense, I don't think I've ever gone over it in any of my LPs. If you go to Marshall here, it's right here. It's your base attack bonus, +13, your strength, and then morale. So that's the bonus. This is the defense. Sorry. So base value is always 10. Base attack bonus 13. So you BAB. Dexterity +8. The Cloak of the Bear gives me +4. My armor class charisma gives me 6. Deflection +2. Yeah. So this is oh, it actually shows you. Okay, actually shows you the math behind it. So 10 plus base attack bonus plus strength modifier plus dexterity modifier plus strength modifier and other miscellaneous modifiers. Your size also dictates. The bigger you are, the better it is. Basically, it stops you from getting like knocked down, things like that. That's why you have these. The bigger they are, the harder it is to control them. Yeah, the ability to resist combat maneuvers. Boom. So like trips and things like that. I think of it mostly as resisting physical forms of CC. That makes sense. Not magic forms. Again, there might be some exceptions to that.
I'm never wrong.
I don't know all the.
How curious.
Ooh, where's it at? Oh.
Anything else?
I don't know all the fine details regarding combat maneuver defense and everything. But it's good to have.
In due time.
This is going to
Let's
hurt.
finish
Is
them
that
quick.
a Spectre's immune to cold damage? We'll never find out.
No strike wasted. Wound! My gift to you! Left yourself exposed. I aim true.
Unworthy. Wretched things.
Judging by the footprints in the dust, the barbarians explored this room in search of hidden entrances, but it seems they didn't find anything and turned back.
Flames take you.
Their life ends here!
This body holds no more.
They'll be fine, Jaethal. Oh, she's not actually losing levels. The saying she is, but she's not. That's interesting. So I've heard that rumble in my tummy. I'm hungry.
You have my attention. Tashani Savitor. Tashani Savitor. Ask. Tashani Savitor. Tashani Savitor.
Follow if you dare. Look.
So a lot more to explore here before we go back up. A hidden door opens into a room full of treasures.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
That would be fine.
Taste my fury.
Grant your death.
I could die as a freaking monster. I mean, rangers in general are usually monstrous. The executioner mace, I think I remember that being good. I think it's got like a anarchic effect. No, human bane. It's a +2 with human bane, which is not as good as what he currently has. I got rid of his other mace that had more damage, but it's +3, right? This only gives her +2. There you go. Oh, wait. Does it cancel it out completely? Yeah, she loses the full... Because this is... this natural armor bonus outweighs this one. It cancels out the entire item. So right now she has 10, 6, 14. Yeah, it didn't change. Oh, that's right. Never mind. It's specific saving throws. Never mind. It's like I found a bug, but no, I did not. I just didn't read the. I forgot what the item's actual effect was, because it only gives you bonus saving throws against like poison, paralyze, and
What a surprise.
sleep. I think.
Applause, please. I see something.
I do what I must.
Now, I don't think that all of the rune-covered ancient leather scraps are in this
Applause, please.
dungeon.
Anything else?
I think most of them are, but not all of them. I do want to get back in here. I didn't check the other corner, I don't think.
I'm off.
Make sure I didn't miss any perception checks. Alright, it seems like we're okay. Let's get Jaethal in there.
In due time.
Alright, and that's this entire bottom level.
Should move.
Oh yeah, War-Painted Skull of Duthica. Lauded among the warring tribes of lowlanders, Duthica was more of a myth than a man. Allegedly a title passed down through the years in place of a name. Descriptions range from a tall blonde man wielding an axe to a short bearded man with dark hair who tore his enemies apart with his bare hands. The only shared common trait to all depictions being the red war paint on the right side of his face. Whether or not it belongs to Dothica, the spirit residing in this skull is filled with murderous rage toward his enemies, and imbues its wearer with his ferocity. Summon allows the wearer to enter a rage as a barbarian, and summon 2 barbarian spirits to help them in combat for 2 rounds once per day. The Legacy of Dothica will not yield its power to the weak, and characters with less than 15 strength cannot equip it. Could give it to Harem. Could give it to her. She has a lot more strength than I thought she did. I think I had it on Ekondio last time. But I think this is better. Then again... whatever. It would have been... Oh, I didn't read this one. The barbarians set up camp here. It seems like they were preparing for a serious battle. Oh, we couldn't collect it all. So I don't think we actually have any more fights we have to do. It's all just, dialogue. I mean, well, obviously there will be more, like 2 more fights, but they're like boss fights. No more mobs. So I keep dropping this stuff because it's gonna be a lot more loot coming up. I want to make sure that I have the inventory space for it. All right, let's quick save. Our blurs wore off.
Call to that.
And Akbo isn't with us, so I don't need to worry about putting blur on him.
Oh, sorry.
Share your will.
I'll take care of it.
Anything is possible.
Alright, quick save and proceed. Zorek. The barbarian who stands before you is old, but not decrepit. His tan and muscular body seems to be made of bronze. His eyes have no whites, no iris, just black metal, and reflections of invisible fire dance upon their shining surfaces. I greet you in the Temple of Gorm. I'm Zorek, keeper of this tomb. If you've come this far, you certainly have potential, but the time has come to determine if you're worthy to enter the inner sanctum. I'd like to ask you some questions. When I was young, as you are now, I also craved knowledge. It was only after serving our Lord in iron for some time that I realized that all the world's knowledge is but smoke on the water and dust in the wind. I can indulge your curiosity, but you should know that words can bear no true wisdom. Such wisdom is only found in the clashing of metal, the roaring of fire, and the crunching of bone. Where's Armag now? The same place he's been all these ages, in his burial chamber, inside the sacred sword in which Gorm placed his soul. Or are you asking after the bold boy who dared take the great chieftain's name? That one proved his worth in an honest fight, so I let him enter. I know not what happened to him after taking this sword, but he never came back. Tell me about ancient Armag. I never expected the great chieftain's glory would be forgotten among mortals. Listen well then. Armag was a mighty berserker and a valiant warlord who led our tribe from one victory to another. Undefeated, he grew too proud and began bragging that even death herself was unable to lay him low. His words offended Pharasma, so she sent her servants against him. Gorm wouldn't accept that and chose to challenge the goddess of death. While Armag fought armies of monsters on Earth, the 2 deities fought each other over his soul. And though Armag's wounds were too horrible for him to survive, Gorm wouldn't let Pharasma take him. Instead, he placed Armag's soul into his sacred sword, Ovinnerbane, the very sword that's held in this tomb. Oh, I remember now. In the academy we used to study a song about Armag, though, it wasn't so much about his prowess in battle as his prowess in bed. According to the song, Pharasma was mad at him because he, well, it's all lies of course. I mean, probably. Who are you? I'm Zorek, cleric of Gorm and advisor to the great chieftain Armag. I stayed with him as he ascended to his glory. I saw every step on his path. I fought beside him in each of his battles. When I was slain beside him on the bloody field of his final battle, Gorham made me Armag's guardian. My god ordered me to build this tomb and keep my chieftain's peace until the day when a mighty warrior would arrive, one worthy to wield the sacred sword that holds Armag's soul. Few people have entered this tomb over the centuries, and none have exited. That boy was the first to manage to pass me. Do you think you can be the second? Well, thank you for your answers. No need to thank me. Nothing I told you will help you in battle. Let me tell you of my deeds. They'll make my worth clear. Maybe so, but such speeches are sacred. They're like battles themselves. Once you start talking, I won't let you stop the story and leave without a fight. Are you ready? I'm ready. Listen well. I'm listening, but don't think to defile your lips and my ears with lies. I can see your thoughts as clear as I see your guts, if you don't speak true. I safeguard myself. All I do is in his name. Whew. I need to get a 15 on this. Do you think I can do it? Let's see, I killed the Stag Lord, leader of a large bandit gang, and took his fort. So the Stag Lord terrorized the area, and the Brevins bestowed the title of Baron on you for his head. Yes, that's something to be proud of. What else can you boast? I plundered Troubled, the underground monster city. What glory is there in plundering a city if you spared the life of their king? A soft coward like you isn't capable of worthy deeds. Enough talk. If you want to prove yourself, draw your weapon. I really wanted to try that.
Forwards. Hey, wait for me.
Okay, I'm gonna I wanted to try the really difficult, the 50 intimidate check. Just to see if I could succeed in it. I'm split. Whatever, we'll just fight him. I'm sure we get a lot of experience for it anyway. Oh wow. Alright, yeah, we're already getting messed up. Oh, no, he went down pretty quickly. What's the experience for him, though? Only 720. Falchion +3, full plate +1. Yeah, nothing really good. Alright. That's disappointing. You know what, I'm gonna reload. I just want to see if I can succeed in it. If I don't succeed in it on my first try, then whatever. But I do want to try and get that one speech check. Because it's a 50 intimidate, so it's worth a ton. Alright, I'm gonna click through all this stuff real quick. I'll do this one. Oh, it lowers it. Yeah, I killed Mordecai, ancient necromancer and ruler of the Cyclopes. Mages, giants, and undead. Through the world's most disgusting things. Yes, that's something to be proud of. What else can you boast? So I only need a 6 now. And he'll attack me for this one since I spared the thing. So I'm the ruler of the Stolen Lands. No one dares doubt my glory. You can clearly see I'm worthy to enter Cleric. Step aside. Look at that, 30,700. Yeah, okay. I'm glad I went back and did that. Not just anyone can boast such exploits. I, Zorak, declare before the face of Gorham that you truly are a great chieftain, worthy to enter Armag's inner sanctum. The cleric bows his head and steps out of your way. And we leveled up, so let's take care of that real quick. Adori Warlord. Greater saving slash. I have a 50% chance of reducing a critical hit to a normal hit. Very good. Let me pause real quick. Cleric. Inquisitor, what do you get here? Exploit weakness. Whenever the Inquisitor scores a critical hit, she ignores any damage reduction the target might have. In addition, if the target has regeneration, the creature loses regeneration on the round following the critical hit and can die normally during that round. Neat. Yes, persuasion. Hold person is good. Switch from alignment communal was also good. Chains of light, super good. I think I'm going to give her... I'm going to castigate mass. Canera, what do you get? Wild talents and infusion specialization. We'll give her Iron Will. Bard, what do we get here? Oh, Frightening Tune and Bard Talent. What does she have? World, Arcana, Perception, Trickery, use Magic Device. Sure. What does Iron Guts do? Actually, Iron Guts might be okay. I'm gonna keep the skill focus. That's what she's here for. I think for this I will do Scare. Mind Fog is good against spellcasters. Yeah, we'll grab that. Akondaio. Combat style feat. Why is this not recommended? Alright, sure. Point blank master. Why not? Never mind. Improved critical. None of these matter. Oh man. Oh no, there it is, yeah. I didn't see it the first time. My bad. Sweet. The old barbarian looks at you with indifferent black eyes, sparks of unearthly flame dancing across them. I greet you in Gorm's temple, worthy one. I have to go. May Gorm help you in the hour of battle.
Look ahead.
Yeah, so that was worth save scumming. I got quite a bit out of it.
I see something.
You smell incense in the stale air.
I'm there.
I think you can actually challenge Armag to a duel. Here it is. The Great Chieftain's tomb reeks of death. Not the ancient death of the chieftain himself, but recent death. Dismembered bodies are scattered around the room, the blood staining and pooling on the floor. You barely even recognize their remains as human. They were once members of the Tiger Lords, the barbarians who followed their leader to this tomb, only to fall by his hand. Armag himself stands in the center of the room, clenching a blood-stained sword. He breathes heavily, like a hunted animal. His eyes are wild and aimless. His voice is hoarse as he shouts at a slim woman in a gray cloak in short, abrupt phrases. The woman's yellow eyes are fearless as she watches the chieftain through the holes in the veil that covers her face.
Lies. Armag's entire life a lie. Armag is not Armag. The sword says it is Armag. The sword, it calls Armag an imposter. What now? What? What to do? Who is Armag now?
His artwork looks a lot like Tormund Giantsbane if he were to have blackish, grayish hair instead of red. It's also some of my favorite artwork in the game.
Hush, my boy. Calm. You really are Armag. There have been no lies. But your soul has slept in the sword for so long, it just doesn't recognize you. It will soon, though, and everything will be all right. You know you are a hero, a great chieftain, the greatest of all chieftains ever born into this world. Remember that. Hold on to it. Great deeds await you. Soon. Very soon.
Stop lying. Armag is not even Armag anymore. Was never Armag in the first place. Armag is like the 8 mothers now. No name, no tribe, no destiny. What's left now? What? Only revenge!
Chop. Sorry, that wasn't a chop, that was a...
Quick.
Repent.
Alright, so what we want to do is we need to get in here, activate this.
I grant you death. This will hurt.
Taste my fury.
Cannot hide from me.
Unworthy.
And there, hear him. Okay, or not. Honestly, you should have all these activated.
You should have run. My masterpiece.
This is going to hurt.
Burn. Serves you right. You deserved it.
I don't think I've used Hideous Laughter on him yet. I need to. Alright, Armag is down. And that's that. Okay. I went lost harem. That was my fault. The exhausted barbarian falls to one knee, the blood seeping from his wounds falling to stain the floor. He doesn't look at you. His gaze wanders around the room until it stops on the bodies of his tribesmen. Stand. We need to talk. With great difficulty, the barbarian regains his feet. His bloodshot eyes dart about nervously, studying you from head to toe. Who are these defaced sisters?
The 8 mothers fed Armag, raised him, taught him everything he knows. Since he was born, Armag knew no other family and no other tribe. They told Armag of his great past and his even greater future. And every word was a lie. Armag was just their trained dog. He jumped when told, growled, tore their enemies to pieces. He had no idea for what or why he was fighting. One more thing. Once, Armag heard them talk about another sister. The one they all serve. When he asked, they lied. Said there was no 9th sister. That Armag had misheard them. He should have understood then that they weren't to be trusted. Those who lie once are not to be believed twice.
And what are you doing here?
Armag, the great chieftain of the past, was buried here. Armag, the great chieftain of the present, was born again. He had to return here to reunite with his soul, the one sleeping within the sword, to become whole again, to restore his power, to reign over the land again. to challenge the gods again. That's what the 8 mothers told Armag. They lied. They were lying all along.
And why did you kill the sister?
Armag took the sword and spoke to Armag's soul. The sword said Armag was not Armag, but just an impudent brat. Ancient Armag's rage blazed like a torch in the night. All that was hidden was unveiled at once. Everything. The 8 mothers raised Armag, and since childhood they kept saying Armag was a great man with a great destiny. Lies! Lies and more lies! Armag is not Armag. Armag is just a toy for the 8 witches. But no more. Armag's life is over. But at least he dies free from all lies.
So much blood was shed in vain, and yet compassion for this peasant stirred in my heart. A bitter lot. Treason of those you thought were your family.
And why did you kill your people?
Ancient Armag, great chieftain of the past, invincible hero, Gorham's champion. He served only Gorham. Not his people, no. Only Gorham. When he killed, it was not to feed his people, not to gain glory, not for wealth, not for power. No, it was the other way around. He fed his people to make them better killers. The blade was thirsty. It quenched its thirst on the blood of Armag's fellow tribesmen. Ancient Armag was a great warrior, that much is true. But he was a bad chieftain. He would send his people to their deaths for no good reason. Armag wasn't a hero. Armag was a kinslayer.
And why did you attack Brevoy?
The 8 mothers used to say that today's Armag is a great chieftain, just like ancient Armag. He would defeat anyone he wanted as soon as he could find his soul. They said all he needed to do was find the tomb. Then he could conquer Restov, conquer all of Brevoy. Just find the tomb. But did ancient Armag need some stupid tomb? No! He just fought and won! If Armag is really Armag, he would be bound to win. But this Armag is not that Armag. He led his people into a trap. Realized too late that he won't be able to take Restov. And that's when the 8 mothers told him they had found the tomb. Armag entered the tomb to become stronger, to save his people, to bring them glory and riches. But all he found was death. Ancient Armag and present Armag have that in common.
And what will you do if I let you live?
The soul, trapped in the sword. His power became his curse. But the sword's curse brought Armag's power too. His rays burned away all lies, burned away false destiny. Armag sees things clearly now. Armag will create his own destiny. A living soul is stronger than any ancient dead man. The ghost in this sword can whisper whatever he likes. He will never dominate Armag again.
The barbarian slowly lowers his sword. There's something else I didn't read.
One more. Armag.
So much blood was shed in...
Ancient Armag.
Alright, here.
Great
He's gonna talk over me.
Past, Invincible hero.
The barbarian stares at the bloodstained
Gorham's
sword in his hand,
champion.
raising the shining blade to see its
He
own reflection in its surface. His voice
served
grows dull and
only
hoarse.
Gorham.
Boom.
The blade was thirsty.
Alright, if I let you
A
live.
soul trapped in
Alright,
his
you're free to
soul.
go. Make your own destiny.
The one holding Armag's life in his hands didn't take it. This cannot be forgotten. Let us fraternize, become sworn brothers.
Armag draws Ovinnerbane's edge across his palm, then extends his bleeding hand to you. Let's fraternize with Armag. Brothers.
Brothers.
You run your palm along the blade of the ancient sword and shake Armag's hand. For the first time, he looks directly into your eyes.
Oh, I think I shed a tear from my left eye. It's all emotions. Such a beautiful finale of the story. I can't wait to write it down.
Armag sheathes Ovinnerbane and leaves the tomb. So you have to kill him in order to get Ovinnerbane.
Anything is possible. What troubles you?
Esmo, Axe, yes. I do what I must.
I don't have a Miri in my party. I'm not going to use her anymore, so I'm not worried about having Ovinnerbane. But what's unique about Ovinnerbane,
Applause, please.
other than being Armag's legendary sword, is that it requires a will saving throw every so often. I think a minimum of 21 or something. Otherwise, you lose control of your character.
What a surprise. I'm off.
Grotus awaits us.
Basically, they go in like a berserk rage or whatever it is, and that's why I mentioned early on in the LP that I was going to give Amiri some willpower. His barbarians placed their trust in the great chieftain and fell by his hand. Oh. Oh, we're not done yet.
Wretched things.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Strike!
Your life ebbs nowhere to run. True.
Flames take you.
And there, Harem. I just brought you back from the dead. You're not allowed to die again.
Wasted.
Anything else?
In due time.
Heavy shield plus 4. Is that better than what he currently has? Child of the Wind. Speed by 10. This is a greater armor class. This is what I'm more worried about. Is there really nothing else in here? I feel like there should have been something else in here. Oh well. There's another room we can go into with loot in it. Then that should be everything in here. I think I've gotten everything. Great sword plus 3. Instead of peace and calm, tension and anxiety prevailed in this tomb. You can sense that this place wasn't meant for the great Armag's eternal rest, but rather just a nap while he awaited new battles.
How
Another
curious.
hidden door.
I'm there.
Armag took a great deal of trophies to his rest. Now they're all yours by right.
Stop. Look.
Another piece of the Khalid set. I think I still need one more piece.
Applause, please.
Protector's Robe. Sword grants its wearer +5 dodge bonus to armor class and a +1 bonus to unarmed attack and damage. It can only be worn by a monk of lawful good alignment. I don't think I'm lawful good. Am I? No, I'm not, so I can't wear it. Longsword +3. So there's 3 robes in the game, one for lawful good, lawful neutral, and lawful evil. But they all have very similar effects.
Look ahead.
Though I don't remember what the
I'm off.
last one was. Alright, let's exit. Grab all the loot, and then in the next episode we'll head back towards the capital. I think we get our coronation next. Or yeah, I don't have to do the Flight of the Betrayer to get coronated. I'm pretty sure. Oh. It's noisy at the tomb's exit. Many Tiger Lord's tribesmen have gathered here. They're arguing and bickering, and the discussion is so heated that some participants have begun punching their opposition or drawing weapons, while more level heads work to calm them down. The crowd is greatest around Armag. The deposed chieftain's escort holds their hands on their weapons, throwing nervous glances toward their tribesmen. Dugath is here too. Noticing you, he stops speaking and gives you a warm smile. It's good you're here. As you can see, the tribe's on the verge of collapse. Maybe you can help us work things out without resorting to fratricide. Who are they? Our elders, clerics, bards, and strongest fighters have gathered here. Everyone important enough to have a voice in the matter of our tribe. As you can hear, they're more than happy to continue using those voices. With the fate of our tribe at stake, I can only pray that Great Gorm holds his hand and allows us to resolve it without bloodshed. And what's going on here? It's a tribal council of sorts. Once word spread about the location of Armag's tomb, elders and other influential tribesmen hurried to come here. Armag's actions have split the tribe in two. Some call him a hero, while others consider him a criminal. Those who curse Armag for sending his tribesmen to senseless deaths also won't tolerate those who praise him as a great chieftain. They seem like Tiger Lord affairs. What help would I be? Your army forced us to retreat. You defeated our chieftain in an honest fight. What's more, you achieved what no one before you could. You delved into Armag's tomb and proved yourself worthy to enter his resting chamber. And if that weren't enough, the land where the tomb is located is yours, or soon to be yours. Everything hinges upon your decision. I'd say we better root them out, but if for some reason you don't want to do it, then give them a weak chief, or someone you can control. Otherwise, in 10 or 20 years they'll return to your lands to try their luck once more. Alright, I'll take any Tiger Lords who wish to leave their tribe and live in my lands, provided they swear an oath of fealty first. This time there is no yelling, no bickering. After a short, intense debate, one of the elders addresses you. We gratefully accept your offer. With your permission, we'll settle here, keeping the peace of Armag's tomb as well as the peace of your borders. There's one more issue we must discuss. Who will lead the Numerian Tiger Lords? While it may no longer be your concern, those who make their homes in your lands will need a leader. And this person will need to be respected by the tribe, but also hold your trust. If you nominate an appropriate candidate, we'll heed your decision. See, I wanted to do Dugath, but I also spared Armag this time. There's no need to change chieftains. Let Armag remain your leader. He's a hero and my sworn brother. The crowd breaks into shouting, both of agreement and outrage. Raising the sacred sword, Armag steps forward. His gaze wanders over the crowd, finally rising to the skies. Armag was wrong. He believed the witch's lies. He spilled the blood of his kin for no reason. But that's all in the past. Before the eyes of Gorm, on this sacred blade, Armag swears to devote his life to the tribe. To bring the tribe glory and riches like in ancient times. No, better than ancient times. The last words of the chieftain's speech are drowned in the cheers of his supporters. His opponents turn and leave one by one. Armag approaches you and shakes your hand to great applause. The Tiger Lords will roam this realm. If anyone dares violate its borders and head toward the capital, they'll first have to step over Armag's dead body. After the new chieftain finishes his speech, the time comes for farewells. Some barbarians exchange hugs and shake their tribesmen's hands with teary eyes, while others simply clench their fists and spit on the ground, muttering curses. Finally, those who decided to return to Numeria leave your lands, and the rest surround their leader. Alright, and we're done here. Also, didn't let me grab the loot out of the tomb, did it?
In due time.
I don't think that it did, because it activated this as soon as we stepped out. Hopefully when I go to the exit, it'll let me grab the loot, because I was banking on that to shift through all the stuff that I want to take with me. There we go. Again, bows are always worth grabbing. They weigh little and they're worth a lot. Alright, well, I'd still take some more stuff, so let's grab that. We'll grab all the weapons, because they're all masterworks. I mean to grab that shield. Let's see. Yep, these are all worth it. Those are not worth it. That's not worth it either. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, and then I'm going to call it the episode as soon as we finish loading, and in the next one we'll head back towards the capital. And that will be that. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode.